Hey viewers, L7 here. This video is going to be about the Canon AE1 program. This is a classic vintage SLR camera. This is the kind of camera you would use before DSLRs, which would be a digital single lens reflex. This is just a single lens reflex camera. So, posted a video a week back about me diving into photography. I go to Moravian College for a major in computer science, a bachelor's degree, and then over the summer, after I did my Vetter holsters holster review for the Light Tuck product, the video overall was great. It was probably one of my best video productions to date, but really successful guy told me I should use a DSLR for my stills, so I looked into it, and now here I am getting into photography. I'm currently borrowing a Canon EOS T3 Rebel. It's a pretty old DSLR, but still takes some pretty phenomenal photos. But anyways, that's besides the point. This is again is the AE1 program. Just the AE1 by Canon was one of their most successful selling cameras of all time. That's based off of what I've heard from a lot of people. Also, for you photographer people who don't really know much about my channel, don't worry about any of this stuff in the back. I do some reloading. This is partially a firearms YouTube channel, even though this video has nothing to do with firearms. So, these are components so you can remake bullets, or remake cartridges, you know, into shootable rounds, so you save money, because it's an expensive hobby. Anyways, that's just besides the point. Just wanted to get that out of there so you guys don't think I'm unsafe or anything. Also, my voice is a bit nasally. I've been sick for most of the week due to this erratic change in weather. So, I've shot several rolls with this this camera, and when I picked this up, I'm gonna have to I'm just going to go over a lot of stuff start to finish with my camera adventures with this camera. So, I'm taking a black and white photography course using this SLR camera at Moravian College, and we needed a camera for the course, so he recommended the Pentax K1000, the Canon AE1, not the program, but that's what I got. It's pretty much the same thing. This is the newer version of the AE1. And then there was a Nikon, I don't remember the name of the exact model, but all really good SLR models. So I was looking online. I was really tight on money at the time. I was waiting for my refund check. You know how you take out loans for school, and then you take out like an extra $1,000 or so you can rent or buy the textbooks for the semester? Well, good thing I took extra money out because I needed money for the camera course. They didn't really mention that we would have to buy stuff. I know some colleges provide their camcorders and DSLRs, but Moravian College does not, which is okay because I'm going to keep this camera. I don't really plan on selling it after this course is over, but I should zoom in on it, and yeah, it's a nice camera. Where was I? So yeah, this camera, you know, most of these SLRs start at $100 and go up to the Nikon model he suggested was $500. So this one, I got it inspected and got it quoted, and they most shops would offer $200 to $250 for this, and I actually got it for $75 off of the Letgo app. So if you're looking for a DSLR or camera, SLR, any sort of camera, sorry about the beeps in the back from my cell phone, Letgo or one of the other apps like OfferUp would be a great place to check. Again, that's how I saved so much money with this camera. So this is the newer version of the AE1, and then I guess after that these all got phased out and digital photography became a thing. So for the course we're using Canon Professional 400 TX film, and the results have been really nice so far. So again, before I shot my black and white rolls to make my photos, which I'll show you in a moment, I decided to buy a cheap color roll film, and I took the photos to get developed not in prints but on a disc, which is actually was just a lot more helpful, because I could pick out all the good ones and just print it out somewhere. But I'll show you guys those photos, and it's pretty cool. They look vintage. Like again, it was a cheap roll of film. And for some of the shots, I actually had the ISO set wrong, but I don't know. Some of the shots came out really nice. And for the most part, I was using Program for the first shoot. It just made it really simple. And I'll again be putting those photos on screen, just a few of them, so you can see how they look. They just have like that sort of vintage, you know, like 80s, 90s sort of vibe. But the lens on here makes the images come out really well. This is the lens it came with. It's the ProMaster Spectrum 7, made in Japan, and it works really well. It has a nice zoom from 28 to 70. The controls for the AE1 program are pretty simple. Shutter speed, ISO, the arm to roll the film, advance it, and then you got your lens dials, the f-stops, your zoom. I'll zoom this out for you guys. To control the zoom, and then control the focus. And most of the shots in class are taken at 50. So it takes really nice shots, and then I'll show you guys the cool black and white photos, because that's again what the course is all about. So we use professional film in these higher end film cameras, and then we use the Ilford paper, and we finally developed our first roll and made a few prints. Everyone in class only made one print, but I stayed after to make more. I just have 2 full-size prints. This class is taught super slowly compared to all the other courses I've ever taken at a college. I mean, for the first part of the course, I feel like it was part of a waste of time. But we made photograms, and then we kept making photograms, and then he assigns assignments really slowly. And, like, I want to keep taking pictures and developing film, and because it's a lot of fun, and I'm really getting into this. It really helps with the video productions, and just photography in general just is a lot of fun to me. And I've had people model for me now, doing some shoots. If you guys want to see most of my photos and such, they're on my Instagram page. I'll be featuring people and whatnot, and you know, it's getting easier to just like tell them what pose or mood to set. And we go to different locations in the Lehigh Valley and take photos from there. So this is the photo paper we use. I'm going to keep this closed because this stuff is super sensitive to light. They're 8 by 10 inch. This is a 50 pack. This paper is really expensive. And then this is my contact sheet with most of my first black and white prints here. So I'll show this to you in a moment. Alright, so this was the first contact sheet. This was our first roll of black and white film. Sorry for the reflections with the light. Don't know if this will help or not. Not really. Let me put that back on. So, I was at the shooting range. I know I'm trying to keep this off of the firearms topic, but I did a cool few pictures looking through the scope, shooting at the paper targets. And I was just trying to make a cool, like, dual rendered look where it's zoomed in and then on the outside it's not. I was trying to get the whole thing in focus. So again, I only printed 2 full-size photos out, but I'm going to print out one or the other. I have some nature. The ones that are completely pitched at black, that are invisible, that's my fault. So just at the time I didn't fully understand the light meter and whatnot. There's a cool picture of a lock on a bridge. That was one of the photos where my subject it was just, the lighting wasn't right. And most of these photos were taken at like 6 p.m. Here's a cool picture of a bridge, which I made actually a full-size picture of. Bethlehem Steel, nature. Again, I'm not too sure how well you guys can see these. My buddy Tom, his shot came out really nice. Nature, more nature stuff, river, and it was just testing out the black and white roll, and then a picture of a rose. So yeah, I'll show you guys the full-size prints, And here's the first one, and I'll blow this up because I did get it digitally scanned. There's a picture of my buddy Tom, and this shot came out really well. We exposed this on paper for 10 seconds with the f-stop of 511 or f11, sorry, on the enlarger. And overall, just came out looking really great. And again, I'll blow this image up on screen so you guys can get a better view of it. But I really like these side shots of the subject on the side, and then the rest of the picture over here tells a story. I think it looks really nice as it. Here's my, took out too many of these. Here's my next photo, the one that I printed out. This was at Sand Island. Just a good shot of nature. I feel like I should have had a subject here, but I've showed these prints to some people so far, and you know, some people say they just prefer to have like these cool backdrops and kind of just see what's going on there. You don't always need a human subject, so that's really it so far for my photography adventures. Maybe I could do like a weekly or monthly update until this course is over, and then I'll be focusing more on digital photography. So for this contact sheet, guys, if you have any suggestions of which one of these should be printed out, let me know in the comment section below. It would be pretty cool. Maybe have like a vote or something like that. And the Canon AE1 program, pretty nice camera so far. I like Canon products. The T3 is pretty nice, shoots pretty well. Looking towards getting a T7i so I could do video production, and I could sell this this Sony CX, what is this, a 440 camcorder. It's not bad, it's a nice handy cam, but it takes really nice video, 1080p, 60 frames a second. But I mean, the DSLR lens, man, makes such a difference with video quality. I compared it with the T3 720p stuff. The frame rate's not as good, the resolution's not as good, but just the image quality and the microphone performance on the camera is so nice, even compared to this camcorder. The thing I hate about this camcorder is like you can hear the processor running in the background, so it's quite annoying. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just, you know, sharing my hobby with you guys is something I'm interested in. I'll be posting a video about the Canon T3, more in depth. But overall, this is a nice camera. You know, black and white, you know, when I do these shoots with people, I'll bring the DSLR and then I'll bring this, and people are still surprised that some people still shoot film. And yeah, it's like kind of dying out there, but you know, I was looking on YouTube, and you know, there's a good amount of people that still do black and white film photography or even color photography. I like the overall look of the color photography on these film rolls. It's just that sort of like vintage aesthetic with the colors. You can't like really replicate that on a DSLR, at least not to my knowledge, but it's been pretty fun so far. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this camera, you can look for it on eBay, Amazon. Check your apps, guys, like Let Go or the OfferUp app, and maybe you can find it. Just be sure to meet up in a public location and you know, do the deal there. And definitely make sure your camera works. You want to make sure the shutter works and the lens comes off fine. I'm not gonna. I guess I could do it. Yeah, because the shutter's closed. So, you know, and you check the battery, stuff like that. You'll want to take off the lens and take a look at the lens, make sure it's not cracked, make sure it's not scratched, and then you'll check the inside and then the inside there and make sure everything's looking good. So just, if you're going to do it online, in person, definitely check for those things and do it in a safe location. So yeah, that's really all I got for this video, guys. I'll have an update in the future and then make a video about the T3. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions for some pictures, I'm all ears on that too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Ale7 signing out.